Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot Readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. I am here with you 365 days of the year. If there's a day, I'm on. It's like, oh, is today a day? Let me see. I just woke up. It's a day. I bet they're going to be political readings, political tarot readings, and a little bit of astrology maybe on the Black and Orange channel. Ding. Easy to predict. So anyway, we have a lot to cover today. I've got your 12 questions. I get them out of the chat every day and just put them in all caps in the chat. It's first come, first serve for the most part. But if I choose not to read on your question, it is never anything personal. Okay. 10% of all income that comes into the channel goes to feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. And that's an ongoing thing. We have epic moderators who keep us safe. Thank you. Our epic our Tolkien level troll slayers. So thank you. And if you're watching this on replay, hello. You can always go down in the description box. The questions are already there so people can follow along. So it's all there. But also I'll timestamp them as I go along. And then afterwards I clean things up a little bit. So you don't have to sit through the whole thing or listen to me jibber jab. You can just go look, just peruse. Oh, I'd like to hear about this. And I was curious about that. And I wanted to know about that. And you can go right to what you're interested in. Day in and day out. It also makes it easier to search for things. If you're wondering about something or you're not sure, or has she read on that on Black and Orange? You can just go to the channel, the page for the channel itself. Click on the name of the channel. And there's a search bar specifically just beneath the banner. You can just type in a topic and boom. Because they're all time-stamped. So anyway. All right, so I've got your 12 questions. Anything in the chat in all caps is how you talk to me, even during the live stream. Other than that, please just type normally. So that, because people have whole conversations and they're really kind to each other and very nice. Thank you for that. Thank you for being kind to each other. Makes a difference. Other than the 12 questions, I have got a couple of other things to talk about. One is a little serious. We should be... we've been talking about the Pluto return. It's a little worrying. We're going to be okay. Seriously, I'm not talking about this to freak you out. We're going to get through this. We're going to be okay. We're not going to lose our democracy. The world is not going to end. It's not going to be the sky falling. The sky is going to still be there. Yep. We're within, what? 3-4 months of stuff happening astrologically that could potentially be a pretty big deal astrologically. But sky's still fine. All right, so keep that in mind. All right, but I did I did run across something happening in January that I think we should also be keeping an eye out for. And then at the very end, I was going to talk about a little something here just for fun. Every once in a while, once or twice a year, I don't know why, I end up over on astrotheme.com. And I was looking at their, because they have such a huge database of people and places and events, but mostly people. They have something called the Celeste Star, where it's basically you can pull up 2 people out of their database, and it'll tell you whether they'd get along or not, if they'd make a good couple. But sometimes it's a person and a place. Would the person get along with the spirit of wherever that is, or whatever it is? Anyway, so I ended up looking at they will show you, out of all of their database, they'll show you the top 200 couples and the bottom 200 couples, as in not getting along at all. So anyway, I've got some, it's actually kind of, there's some interesting ones in their idea of who would not get along, including, how's this for clickbait, including something very interesting related to Beyonce. Da, da, da. How's that for clickbait? Anyway, I do political stuff here. I don't do personal readings, I'm afraid. I don't do them in private, and I don't do them. I just do political stuff here, and occasionally for fun, we look at stuff like that. But I'm going to do that at the end. All right. So we'll just chit chat at the end. Okay. Astrologically, keep in mind, I was telling you guys that all those planets, or this number of planets, have been retrograde. The kind of about to go out the door, but you stop and you go, oh, wait, and you take a couple of steps back. Did I remember my keys? Did I put down water for the cats? Did I remember that paperwork? Okay, and double checking. Okay, now I can leave, and now I can go forward and go out the door, lock it, and go about my business. That's what planets in retrograde are like. From our perspective, planets look like they're moving backwards in the sky, and that's what their energy does. It just suddenly you're getting all this forward momentum, and then suddenly it's like, oh wait, that energy's not. Why is that energy kind of backed up? And then it goes forward again. Well, a lot of things have been retrograde, and a lot of them are going direct this month. On Wednesday, Pluto went direct. So all that about power just suddenly going forward. Think of Pluto's plutonium. Power, intense, who has it, who controls it, it's like, okay, slow your roll. When it comes to I'm a Scorpio myself, so I'm allowed to say this. When it comes to Pluto, a little bit intense. If you meet somebody and they're just like, they're a nice person, but my gosh, they come across as really intense. It's like, do you have Pluto on your ascendant? Ascendant is how you present yourself to the world. Do you have Pluto on your ascendant? And then once you realize they do, you're like, oh, that explains it. Anyway, so that energy started moving forward on Wednesday. On Thursday, not a big deal. Venus, what and how we love, very gentle. Let's get loving. Think of the goddess Venus. She moved into Sagittarius on her parade. So that's nice. That's not so bad. Today, easy. The moon is conjunct Mercury. So there's the brightness of stuff coming out. I noticed this morning there's really, really good, there's a preview of it. There's a 7-minute preview of it already up on YouTube of Richard Engel and a particular website have gotten together, and they created, it's basically walking through January 6th. And they have the those models, the computer models of, this is showing Washington, D.C. It's like, okay, while this rally was happening here, this up this street over here, they were converging on the Capitol and the elevation, and in any battle, because really it was, you have the 6 levels of steps that go up, and how they were coming up, and there was basically, they crossed the first barriers. They got no resistance. When people saw that people weren't being shot for doing that, there was a push. They got to the next set of barriers. There was actual just simple, like those little barriers that look like a bike rack. There were just a bunch of those. And there were only 20 police officers there, and there were hundreds of protesters. And the protesters got through that barrier in literally like 65 seconds. And then they went up farther. Yes. Farther is a literal distance. Further is is not a physical distance. So went up farther. And that's only this first 7 minutes. Yes, excellent timeline. Exactly, Judy. And I highly recommend it. I'm really looking forward to seeing the whole thing. But it wasn't available. It's not available yet. When it is, I'll let you know. If it becomes available on YouTube, if the whole thing's available on YouTube, I will get you guys the link to that. I think we're going to need to know. I think we're going to better understand, because they're also explaining like, and this person, and there's a picture of this person, and this is a key person in the proud, arrogant children, that group. Anyway, fantastic. Yes, Our House, it's called. Melissa, is that MSNBC Our House? I only found less than 10 minutes. I was looking for more. Yeah, 7 minutes is available right now, but we'll get to see. Don says, when the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter lies north of the sunshine. Yeah. Edison, hey, saying, I get very angry every time I see the Capitol attack. Oh, this is definitely just, I think this is information we need to know, because people who will come here to this channel, we're kind of news junkies. I don't do this, because, oh, I saw other people doing political tarot or political astrology, and I thought I'd jump on that bandwagon. It's like, no, this is the Venn diagram of my interests. Kind of a circle. It's not even really much of a Venn diagram. So anyway, that's a do not miss. And yeah, mid-January, there's going to be something, around 17th of January, there's going to be some interesting, the 2 dates coming up that I think we need to be just keeping an eye on, whether it's going to be the January 6th Select Committee or something like that. It's going to be 17th of January and then February 20th of next year. Okay, so we'll get to that later. Tomorrow, I was telling you the planet is going direct. Saturn is going direct tomorrow, early in Aquarius. So, Mercury is still in retrograde, and after that, the big day, 18th. We're all looking forward to the 18th. On the 18th, both Jupiter and, thank heavens, Mercury go direct on the 18th. Monday the 18th. Come on, 18th. This Mercury retrograde has been brutal. Facebook down, Instagram down. I tried sending pictures to a friend yesterday on Messenger, wouldn't go through, and it turned out at the same time Instagram was down. So I wonder if something about Messenger is using something to do with Instagram. I don't know, but that was a thing. All right. And I been watching, I was watching some news this morning, and so I threw in a question we will get to eventually. Anne has our first question for today. Oh, goodness, I've really been jibber-jabbering. 13:30. Anne did a test this morning to see if her question would appear. It did. It disappeared later, but I come in here first thing in the morning and I pull this up. So if I see questions, I try to grab them. So anyway, so Anne was doing a test. Hi, Anne. I got your question. Test. Can I post a question here? Yes, you can. All right. So we're starting with Steve. Wait. Steve's mom. Wait, pause. I'm missing a lot of lives lately. It's okay, Steve. If I may interrupt for a special request, Mom had an MRI and it showed she recracked a vertebrae. She needs some stable healing until she can be treated. Okay, Steve's mom. Steve's mom is a sweetheart and has been so just a wonderful human being. And so let's send healing energy to Steve's mom and her vertebrae. Absolutely. And if we're going to send, also, if you don't mind, Steve, while we're sending good energy to vertebrae, Kathy Anderson had the surgery, and so far her body isn't rejecting the implants in her vertebrae. So our So we're going to send lots and lots of healing energy to vertebrae, to damaged vertebrae, just glowing energy, just with divine energy, just healing energy, health, goodness. Positive energy, high vibration. Just divine energy just pouring down, filling bodies who need it. And then filling all of us and filling all the world with divine energy, high vibration energy. Just filling the world to overflowing for the good of all. Okay. All right, so there's that. Okay, now we're going to start this question at 16 minutes. Oh, and it's Marby's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Marby. Happy birthday to you. All right, 16:30. Okay. And now we go down into the muck. Get on your waders. We're going down into the mucky energy. Okay. Oh, righty. Okay, will Ivanka reveal something shocking about her father soon? And yes, we're going to be asking about the information that has been released from the that was good energy. Ooh, I've got tingles all over my body. Whew, that was nice. Thank you guys, because I couldn't have done that, but I can't move that much energy on my own. Thank you. We're going to get to the Washington, D.C. hotel. Okay. Pamela, these boots were made for mucking, and that's just what they'll do. Ivanka, Princess Precious. It's been a long time since I looked at her chart. She's a Scorpio, isn't she? I'm a Scorpio. I don't know. I can't remember where her sun is in Scorpio. If it's somewhere near the middle, then our suns are conjunct, so would be able to get along. But my gosh, she rubs me the wrong way. Oh my gosh. That woman's energy is like nails on a chalkboard. And I always joke that the thing about siblings is siblings are, generally speaking, overall, there's nothing like a sibling because they are immune to your charms. whatever the world thinks of you, your siblings, they're just like, yeah, whatever. Even if they love you and they're going to support you, there's a certain level of whereas my father has all these great little bits of wisdom, and one of them is always, the smartest man in the world lives in the next town. And I was like, what does that mean? And he said, basically is the person you think is extraordinary, amazing, just has the answers, is the greatest. It's always somebody over there, at least when you first see them. It's not like, oh yeah, Bob or Bill or Janet. Yeah. I know them. It's always somebody out there. And there's something to that. But anyway, she makes me crazy. Anyway. Oh, Sue Evan. being treated for pneumonia. Some positive energy to Sue as well. All right, so actually this is, I've been talking too much, so let me just put down 20 here. Colleen, yes, you always live one valley away from your guru. Yeah. Well, anyway, the reason I brought that up is I'm as immune to Ivanka's charms as one of her siblings. Probably more. Anyway. So are you going to reveal things about your father soon? I'm getting a big old energy of new. Well, there's a messenger. Okay. King of Pentacles. See, her father isn't the King of Wands. To her, it's he's the great man who is right there. And the Chariot is there. Refusal to cooperate is what that is. Strength and charity. She's only gonna give. She thinks it's a witch hunt. See, she drank the Kool-Aid. The guru wasn't in the next town. She drank the Kool-Aid. They're coming after her and her father, and she's got lawyers who are gonna tell her what to do. And she's only going to give the bare minimum. And she's only going to take the bare minimum of responsibility. Surprise. What a shock. Oh, Holly's got the astrology information. Ivanka Trump, October 30th, 1981. Okay, so that's... The sun is... It's interesting because there are 365 degrees in a circle. There are about 365 days in a year. So, anyway, the sun moves about 1 degree a day, roughly. So if her birthday is October 30th and my birthday is on November 6th, then our suns are about 7 degrees apart-ish area, kind of, which is within the 10-degree distance of where they will affect each other. Little weaker, but still there. Yeah, maybe that's where I get the being completely. It's like I kind of know her energy. I don't know her. I don't know that kind of lying, but it especially hits me, the whole weak, breathy, fake thing, because it's like, girl, you're a Scorpio. Snap out of it. Quit playing games. We're the detectives of the zodiac. We dig in the muck. We get things done. We are the fixed emotional signs. We survive death, and to be reborn, one of our symbols is the phoenix. Don't sit there and give that fake breathy thing. It makes me nuts. CC Ryder says, so can we take Ivanka off the list of the possible women who will take down Trump? Yes. No, there's no energy here. That's a big old negatory, Ghost Rider. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you. It's very kind. Okay. Laura says, I'm the 27th of October. She makes my skin crawl. Thank you. Thank you. Doesn't it bug you? It's like, we're Scorpios. Scorpio up. Anyway. Musical Neptunian Scorpio, the higher evolution in occult astrology is the eagle. Yes, the eagle, the phoenix. So anyway. We'll go on to question 2 now. 25. All right. I put this one in. This wasn't the main question I had, because my main questions were about the Washington, D.C. hotel, but I haven't been picking up that we have anything to worry about, but China, China Z vowing reunification with Taiwan. Well, he's been vowing that for a long time, but yes. He's been vowing that for a long time. But yes, Joey, I'm not going to repeat that, but oh my gosh, yes. All right. China. All right. Boy, you guys are moving the energy today. Well, this is lovely. Ooh, well, seriously, I've got tingles all over. It's lovely. I love you guys. You're awesome. Boy, you guys can move good energy. You're like the tsunami of good energy. All right. The world could use a tsunami of good energy, just overwhelming everything with positive energy. Anyway, China. All right. Are you just making noise, or are you going to do something stupid because you were emboldened by what you got away with Hong Kong? Taiwan has been independent since 1949. It's not like this happened last week. Knight of Cups. Oh, Biden has got ambassadors. The State Department is good old A. Blinken. I love that. A. Period. Blinken. They're working on this. There's big, and it doesn't just feel like the U.S. It's a lot of countries going, wait. Let's talk about this, because people really don't want to go to war with China, and China does not really want to go to war with everybody else, but they were emboldened. They did what they wanted with Hong Kong. They were awful. Am I muted? Please let me know if I'm muted. It doesn't say I am. Okay. Oh, the thief card, yes. 60 years ago, they left. They're just not that into you. Move on. 10 of Wands. Page of Cups. 8 of Cups. Insult to injury. Okay. I'm getting a lot of back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. China feels like the people in Taiwan at the time since they've stolen something that isn't theirs. China keeps talking about reunification, and if you look at this guy, he's gathered up all this the wands, but it's also a burden. This Page of Cups in the middle, it has to do with the fragility of Taiwan if China decided to go boom. But this feels very much like the UN, and this countries really banding together and making it clear. And so China will consider this an affront, but I don't have any major arcana here. This is, I'm not saying it's not serious, but this is just more of the same. That's what I'm getting there. All right. Any more information on this? Any more in the energy? China's got big problems internally. Big problems. And sometimes this is not anything that I'm picking up of collective energy. It's just a two images that I mentally put together in my own head as just intellectually. I worry sometimes about China. Did you guys see the movie Snowpiercer about the train? And it's after they to fight climate change, they put something in the atmosphere to basically block out some of that UV light or something to cool down the world, but it worked too well, and so the whole world gets turned into this giant ice ball. And for some reason, what's left of humanity is on a train. Don't think too much about it. Anyway, the point is that the poor people live in the back of the train, and the rich people live in the front of the train, and there's a rebellion. That's the movie. I'm not giving away anything by telling you that. And that's it, and onward. With that and what some other people have talked about with looking at demographics, I worry just intellectually, because the one-child policy created a situation where there were so many men and not enough women. That causes problems. And I worry that China might do something stupid. I mean, at this point, they really are. They're like going to neighboring countries, and there are people. There are men who live out on the farms in traditional, where the wife would have to leave their parents anyway to come live with her husband and his parents, because that's how it's always been done. And she has to basically cut off all ties to her own family, practically. And so there are these men who are going to neighboring countries all over Asia or wherever they can, and essentially buying daughters from poor farmers there and bringing them home. This is not good. So, yeah. Thank you guys for taking care of the troll. Thank you. I love having my hair down like this, but it does get caught on things sometimes. Very beaten up. Magician. Taiwan actually feels like there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear. But the energy's good right now. So fingers crossed. All right. So moving on at 34. Judy had a question. Will Michigan ballots be recounted by the Republicans hacks? They're trying to do that in Wisconsin, and I think was it Rachel who had on it was Rachel or Chris Hayes or somebody who had on people trying to give the reasons why these states, I think it was Wisconsin, why it needs to recount all the ballots and all of this. And let's just say the arguments weren't exactly persuasive. Wow. Diana says, Troll got in 6 messages in less than 1 minute. How? There's supposed to be a 30-second delay between how often people can post. Hang on. Pause. Drink them if you got them. Have your coffee. Whatever you do. Where am I? Hang on. Should be for the whole channel. But let me go to the settings. Community. Second here. Defaults. Live chat. All right, sorry, I'm just having a look to see. I can't remember where it is. I thought it was right over here in settings, but apparently it's not. So, allow embedding, comments, hold inappropriate comments. Or potentially inappropriate comments. There's supposed to be a 30-second delay. Sorry about that. Anyway, 36. I'll have to figure out where that is. Okay. 36:30. Oh, so because is it in Michigan or is it in Wisconsin? In one of those places, it's going to cost, I think it's Wisconsin, it's going to cost taxpayers $676,000 to recount those ballots. Taxpayer money. Your chat is on slow mode. Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway, but sometimes trolls use multiple accounts. They have like multiple accounts set up. Attacking one chat. It's weird. Anyway, Michigan. Oh, Michigan. Are you going to be smarter than this? Someone pointed out that I fan the cards, but I tend to get the cards out of one part of the deck. And now I've been completely conscious of that ever since. Oh, well. B. Smith Autumn, maybe a bot. Same troll was on Diane's astrology on live last night. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. Are your Whittle feelings white? Even though all of these states have had recounts? I'm gonna squeam and squeam and squeam until I'm sick. You do that, Republicans. 5 of Pentacles. There is the 6 of Cups. There's a Devil card because it's based on lies. 9 of Cups. We won. And this is Republicans lost. Democrats won. The presidency. What they're talking about is based on lies. And this is, yep, we have the votes. Here we are. And this is the far right trying to say, hey, pay attention to us. Normally this is like a vacation or retirement card, but this is in this deck for some reason. This is Trump's base of power, like the background's Mar-a-Lago, which is the symbolic base of his power. You'd think it would be Trump Tower, but this is just how it is. But it feels more like they're trying to get everyone's attention. It's like they're in the distance and they're small. Meanwhile, it's like, yes, very much. Here we are. Here are the votes. Here's how we won. All above board. Here you go. And this is, no, wait. Pay attention to us back here. Oh, thank you, lucky girl. I'll have to check out the slow mode thing. Okay. Let me make a note. Make a note on the back of this. Slow mode. Thank you, lucky girl. I still wish you'd let us see your face. And you and I have really good astrology. We'd get along well. You're always welcome. He would love to see you. So is that what's going to happen in Michigan? I'm just getting the same results. So they're trying. Polly Wanda, I've recounted my toes several times this hour and there's still 10. I love how your mind works. I love how your mind works. Aw, your little feeling for hurt. All those votes, and you didn't win. And the Orange Fuhrer is out of power. Seek help. Seek help. There. I hate to say it. There might be some kind of minor. There might be some kind of minor recount, but I'm not even sure. It doesn't feel like it. This feels like so nothing. Like, we're not going to waste all this money, are we? But this could be like but ultimately, go away. It is what this is. Go away. Go away. I don't believe in violence, but I don't think it should. I don't think it would be the worst thing in the world if one of the Trumpsters comes into your office and is like, we're going to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars of taxpayer money on a recount. If you happen to have a card of this, you should be able to just get out of my office. Get out of my office. Just no real harm, but just get out of my office. Yes, an election that happened 10 months ago. Oh, you're okay, kitten. Boo-boo's over there, but he's over in the far bed because there are 3 on here, on the top here, plus the one on the desk, plus the chairs. And that's just in this room. Anyway, 6.5 million to recount. Oh, jeez. How many people, how many kids could we feed for those millions of dollars? Really? And they're breaking the machines. Yes, Karen, exactly. They're breaking the machines. Okay. 43. Christina wants to know, when can we breathe again about this whole COVID thing? I think we can listen to Andre from Astrology Alert, who email Andre. I need to go beg Andre to come back. Diana, Boo Boo is a kitty condo real estate mogul. Yes. Yes. He and Alfie. They have 3 cat trees, plus beds, plus couches and chairs. Anyway, I need to email Andre to get him back on here. But what he was saying, and I listened to Andre. Basically, Jupiter moved into Pisces. Pisces? Yeah, Pisces. It wasn't Aquarius. Yeah, it moved into Pisces. And it's sort of around May, June, and the COVID thing kind of got a little bit better. And then Jupiter retrograded, took that step back. It only got like 2 degrees into Pisces, and then it just backed up into Aquarius, and we're in this mess again. And he thinks that it's going to, the COVID problem is going to get better when Jupiter goes back into Pisces. That happens first of the year. So as far as when can we breathe again, that's the likely thing. One moment. So when can we breathe again? So thank you, Phi. Thank you. He says, my lovely state, Texas, going to recount 4 counties. COVID thing is the first of the year. Are things going to start getting better? That's a sitting pretty card. Okay. This misinformation still going to be going on. Page of Pentacles. King of Wands. Well, in Trump world, things will still be ugly, but for the rest of us, people, I mean, we wish more people would get vaccinated, but if you think about it, there are people getting vaccinated every day. The number of people being vaccinated, like the total might be growing much slower than it should, but at least it's getting better. So Cheryl says there's a new Russian strain out there. Oh, jeez. Tiana says, my 2 cats have so much real estate, and yet they're right now fighting over a new blanket I put on her. 4 of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. That's 8 of Cups. That's a good rate. Things are getting better. It's just right now it's getting better so very slowly. But stupid stuff. Why are they doing this? Makes no sense. All right. Where are we? Okay. Karen, can the DOJ stop the recounts? That would be bad. In theory, but yeah, you want the states. It's like, okay, you're gonna if you're gonna start getting the DOJ involved in stopping recounts, it's the bill generally falls on the state anyway, so they're gonna have to pay for it. So I don't know if they've got a leg to stand on. Now, if the Congress would, Congress, could you please pass some voter right protection kinds of things? Okay, thanks. That would be awesome. And then the DOJ can get involved in all kinds of stuff. But okay. B. Smith, they reckon with the new Pfizer when you need a booster after 6 months. Okay, I don't think I got mine. I'll have to check my card. Check. Vaccine date. 6 months. I got mine fairly late. Everyone else in my family was actually vaccinated. They all did all kind of stuff to try to get in early. So, but they had a local free thing, so I went to that. Both shots. Anyway, all right, 50. Mark Meadows. Chase wants me to look at Mark Meadows. Ew. He's so obnoxious. Can you look into Mark Meadows? Okay. Well, we know Steve Bannon. Actually, I don't think any of you asked me about Steve Bannon. Knowledge Hotel. None of you asked me about Steve Bannon. Really? I'll have to look at that. I'm going to add that in. Let's look at Meadows, and then we'll look at Bannon. Oh, waste of oxygen, but okay. Mark Meadows, what's going on with you? Because we don't know. Steve Bannon actually refuse to turn over documents and stuff. His lawyer came out and said, "No, executive privilege, we're not doing it." And it's like, you can't do that. You don't get executive privilege, and even Trump you're not protected by executive privilege, period. You weren't in the government. And two, Trump isn't even covered by executive privilege because Biden has said, oh, nay. Toxic Mom, I need to get my aura buffed. A little spa day for the aura. It's good. Fine. I guess we didn't want to muck up your cards. Oh, bless you. Bless you. Oh, yeah, Cheryl, and with Bannon's podcast, he's blabbing away. But we don't know. Does anybody heard about Meadows? Did he actually comply? Or is Bannon just the loudest of them, which he usually is? And my gosh, that man loves to hear himself talk. Oh my! You think me with my live streams? I like to hear myself talk. I got nothing on Bannon. I am mute compared to Bannon. Gene, I think you're thinking of Glenn Kirshner. All right, Meadows. So, Mark Meadows. I just entitled white guy. That's his energy. It's like obnoxious, entitled white guy. Wow, that's your energy. These people who don't believe in that people have energy. Meadows and Patel complied. Oh, good, Mandy. I'm glad that at least there's something. Thank you for letting me know. Really, that's your contribution to the world. You think you are the contribution to the world. You and your galaxy brain. Boy. Mark Meadows. This star, one of the people around Trump. Okay, far right on the defensive, Ace of Pentacles. So he did comply. That makes sense then. There is Biden, Trump, the man. This would be Biden, the man, but this is also the president in the center. Basically leaning over to Trump and going, you're not getting executive privilege. So they're going to try to work. Try to find ways about da. But I love this energy, this to that. It's seriously, it's like Biden just leaned over and blew a raspberry at Trump. Meadows just doing what he can. Cecilia, does Trump know he has a weird posture, or does he only see himself from the chin up? He doesn't realize that he looks like the Leaning Tower of stupid. Casing Bannon always looks like he needs a bath. Yeah. Oh, Doxy Mom. hot for crusty. No. No. CC Ryder says, I'm beyond outraged at the January 6th Select Committee failing to arrest Bannon. CNN legal analysts said the DOJ is hypersensitive and worried about looking partisan if they go after Trump thugs. Breathe. Yes, revolutionary, leaning tower of stupidity. I think this is going to. I think they need to set a precedent. So I think that's why they're going to have the committee draw up contempt, refer that to the DOJ. This will go to court because they're trying to set a legal precedent that says tough. Do what you're asked. I think that's what's happening here. It's like, okay, you're the moron who stepped up to try to get executive. Okay, let's take this to court. Let's settle this once and for all. And then if he still doesn't comply, yeah. And we're going to look at that in a second here. Are they going to pick Bannon up by his little crusty neck and put him in a hole somewhere for a while? Dr. Patel and Meadows are talking to the Select Committee. Good. Is that something? Now, are they telling the truth? Are they being forthcoming? But Meadows. Anything more on Meadows? Oh, Meadows doesn't want to play. He wants to play the game by his own rules. He's going to let Bannon fall on that legal sword. Judgment. He wants out of this picture very quickly. He wants to. I complied. I gave them the stuff. That was the end of that. He wants to race through this. He wants to run. If he could literally just be like, okay, I'm supposed to go before the Select Committee. Okay, Select Committee, here's the stuff. Okay, fine. That's what Meadows wants to do. Oh, they need me back? Oh, they need me back? Okay. Did you need more stuff? Okay, whatever you needed. Okay, bye. That's Meadows' energy. And the Democrats are like picking this stuff up. Oh, there's good stuff here. All right. All right. Guess who we're looking at now? 59. The Crustmeister himself. Hey, Bannon. You are the one who wants to fall on your sword, huh? Performative tarot today. It's just how these things come to me, so I'm just sharing. And the sun's conjunct Mercury, and it's 30 degrees away from my sun, because my birthday's in about a month. So, yeah, very expressive today. Good. I'm glad I'm making you laugh. Bannon. Has anybody seen the TikToks with the woman who's like stuff? Time for a crust check. When's the last time you had some food, ate some actual food? When's the time you had a shower? Okay. Bannon. So you're going to you're going to try to claim executive privilege, huh? Even though you're not executive, and Biden's not standing by Trump's executive privilege claim. Really? Talk, 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 talk. Rah, 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 rah. He cannot stop. Barbara, will they make Bannon take a shower when he is arrested? You know what? It just feels like it wouldn't even help. Even when he's physically clean, there's just... Seriously, I bless her. She's really good at Sienna. I paid Sienna for a healing, and she did a fantastic job. I wouldn't wish poor Sienna to have to try to clean that man's aura. I mean, if he for some reason came to her and was like, Steve Bannon wants me to clean his aura, I'd be like, girl, don't do that to yourself. Do you do industrial Reiki? Seriously? He's got information, and if you get him talking, he's not going to shut up. But that was good, Polly Wanda. Again, I love how you think. Two of Cups. Okay. Two of Cups would like some of my protein shake. They're gonna share a drink. Okay. Quantum Reiki. More like industrial Reiki. Sienna Rose Metaphysical, thank you for grabbing that lucky girl. Sienna is the biggest sweetheart, and she did such a good job. For what it's worth, she said that my aura is pretty clean. It just, most of the gunk is down by my feet because I'm pulling down positive energy so much. Throughout the day, whenever I remember, I'll just try to pull down more and more positive energy. So apparently it's like pushes the gunk down. Who knew? I didn't know that. Two of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Three of... Dude, you are so nothing. You are... What is it Shakespeare was talking about? We are but players on a life stage, and, you know, the small, you are a bit player. You don't think you are, you want to be important, but you are a bit player, and you're not a hero. They just want your information. You don't even, you're just, you are not central to all of this. You are one piece of all of this information they're gathering. And you're going to sit here and go, nanny, nanny, boo, boo. I'm going to go skipping out of here with my information, and to heck with you guys. You're not all that. You're really not. And he thinks it's going to help his ratings. Seriously. All the world's a stage, and we are only, yes, and we are only players. And yes, thank you, Floating Lotus. Life is a stage, everyone plays a part, yes. But he's doing this for ratings. Seriously. See, I've done the thing. Now he's there, and he's like watching for his audience, to more people to come. Wow. He's doing this for ratings. I wasn't thinking about that, but that's what the energy is saying. Elaine says Bannon and the others may indeed dabble in the occult. Don't think this is not happening because... Really? I don't think Trump's smart enough. And these people, if they really could manipulate energy, I think that have more success than they're having. So Bannon, what's going to happen to you? Are they going to... Bannon, what's going to happen to you? Yeah, ratings. He could be the next Rush Limbaugh. He could, they'll come to him now. On the defensive for the far-right policies, 5 of Pentacles for the people feeling disaffected and the people who hate Biden. Evidence, this is what he's being asked to do. This is legal worry. And he thinks he can have all legal worry in the world as long as he's making more money. He defrauded MAGA people. He talks so much, you'd think he would not just be materialistic, but who is he ever? How you doing, kitten? We're reading on really rotten people. Yes, we are. You should be washing your face because the energy in here is achy. Probably wanted to pay or not to pay. That is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind. So, Bannon, are you going to end up... Forget your audience. That's not what I'm asking about. Are you going to end up sporting a lovely prison garb? Bannon. He's giddy. He's giddy at the prospect of how much money he can make and his audience getting big. Yes, all of you who feel disaffected, let me pour poison into your ear as you sleep in the garden in the afternoon, as is your... Mock me. In the orchard. 6 of Swords. 4. I can't get past... this is ridiculous. I can't get past the energy of his arrogance. I'm trying to read what's going to actually happen. It's like a whirlpool of selfishness. He's giddy about... I'll have to try again tomorrow. I'm serious. I can't get past the energy. Nope, nothing. It's infuriating. B. Gray says orange is a fall color, maybe for Bannon too. It's true. Charlene, I understand. I'm so sick of these people getting away with everything. I don't think he is going to get away with all of this. But he's going to do, and I don't think he will go down fighting. If the court turns against him, he'll probably comply because he wants to stay out of jail. Because he's going to push just far enough that it's going to get himself more ratings. That is whatever's going to keep him out of jail, but get him the most ratings with these angry, disaffected people. The most people listening to his podcast or whatever. That's what he's going. Expect that. That's what he's going to do. Roll my eyes. Okay, one. Roll my eyes so hard that hurt. Okay. 111. Chase has a question. 111. Can we look at will we be able to abolish the Electoral College? Will we? Just going to rephrase that. Will we be able to abolish the Electoral College in the U.S.? And anyone outside the U.S. who doesn't know what the Electoral College is, go beseech the great Wikipedia. Go seek knowledge at the foot of the often right, but not always Wikipedia. Thank you, Colleen. Yeah, it's archaic and ridiculous. It was a compromise they made to get things going in the country when the country was founded, but Electoral College. Can we please get rid of this, please? Oh, please, oh, please. Extra please. Please on top. Okay. Energy's going to the Founding Fathers. Hello, guys. How's it going? There's an energy, like a ball of energy that the Founding Fathers, it's like they become a part of and will step outside of, or it's this weird, mentally, I get this, it's like a platform, like a candidate would stand on, and there's like bunting that covers up the main like part, and there's a chair, there's some chairs and maybe a small table, and sometimes it'll be like somebody will be sitting on one of the chairs or something like that, but then there's this great big ball of energy. It's like Founding Fathers, and it works to keep the country going, to keep America. It is the energetic founding of America. So, Electoral College. I know why you put it in place, but it's really not working right now. As a matter of fact, it's very much not working right now. It is anti-working. Card fell. Hold, please. Queen of Cups. Okay, we get the Empress for America. The Queen of Cups is almost like the lower octave of the Empress, at least in my head. That's how these things work. Things have changed. It's the same but different in the country. Okay. Electoral College. Yeah, we're having some problems with the elections because of this nonsense. So I've got a Tower. I've got a two of Wands. That's communication, where led to all kinds of problems. Knight of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords. We've got, there might be some young people out there today who, when they grow up, when they get older rather, they'll be able to do something about the Electoral College. Looks like there's some point to it, but I've got young people here wanting to make the change. It is archaic, but I don't know that we're going to be the people who finally are able to get rid of it. But they will eventually. They will eventually. There's a lot more outrage between here and there, though. I'm sorry. I wish I had better news. Oh, I figured out. You ready for this? I figured out I can adjust the exposure while I'm still on camera here. I don't have to leave. And so I don't have to mess with the lighting. Except, watch. Okay, I'll do this. It'll give me an error. Okay, that's fine. And then I just, nope, close that. And then I go options, video device, properties, camera control. Look at this, look at this. Is it -5? Watch. Now it's at -4. And I could even go over here if I want, and I could go contrast. Improve the contrast a little. It's a little blue, but there. Turn that up just a tiny bit. Actually, I might turn that back down. There. Look at that. Shazam. All right. I'm so happy now. I don't have to mess with the lights so much. All right. It takes a little to make me happy. Right. Love Jalou. The Electoral College had a place at the beginning, but not now. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, guys. Is that in my computer settings? No. I downloaded a free. Yes. It's something called AMCAP, and it's just a demo version. Capital A, capital M, capital C, lowercase a and p. AMCAP. I'm guessing it's cap is capture, but AMCAP. So, and then I just go into options, video device properties, and yeah. I keep saying I'm going to do behind the scenes videos. I keep saying I'm going to do that. And of course the sun just came back out. But actually, let me do this. Really? Here. Look at that. It worked. Okay. I can just on the fly. This is very Elaine, I'm sorry, I've got my questions for today. DDN, I love your excitement over the little things. I'm the same way. I do get excited over little things. 'Tis a gift to be simple, 'tis a gift to be free, indeed. Floating Lotus. Doxy's saying kitty videos. Videos of my these knuckleheads. I could. All right. So anyway. Okay, so let's go on to, we're at 118 and a bit. Let's go on to Mandy's question. 118, let's say 30. Mandy was asking, basically Michael Cohen, I'd heard that Michael Cohen, something he said, a comment, but anyway, the idea is rump. Mandy's asking, is rump bluffing on a 2024 run? Is it for the money? It is for the money, but, and I've read on this before, but I wonder if that's changing in now that he's having a rally in Ohio today, I think. Is that right? I think now that he's starting to get back on the road and getting, I think they're starting to get a little bit more excitement about the power and the accolades. So money is his main driver in life, but I think the power thing, he's starting to be like, ooh. Look, girls, short videos of the kitties chasing the laser pointer would be so cute. Oh, you know what I should show you guys? I have this stained glass, and I'm shuffling. I have this stained glass. I'll show you. I need to throw this away. I have this. Just I've got an electric candle in it. Anyway, this thing early in the morning, I'll get direct sunlight in here. If I put this thing here and I just go like this, you get rainbows all in a circle, or at least reflected light. It is lovely. That's what I need to make a video of. I will leave that there to remind myself, because that my to-do list just keeps growing. Anyway. Okay. Oh, good. All right. Yes, Trump. Oh, we've got some questions about you. Actually, no, wait. Let's do CC Ryder's question first, and then we'll do, because I've got other questions about Trump right after that. So once I go into that energy, I get to stay there. Lucky me. CC Ryder was asking about 121:15. The New York Times is CC Ryder said the New York Times is reporting the CIA admits to losing dozens of informants, captured, killed, or missing. What is going on here? Does any of this have to do with silencing people with knowledge of 45's corruption? Well, CIA is going to be outside of the country. So CIA, oh, I know they do such a great job, and they're people risking their lives for us. The actual energy of the CIA is really bad. And having Gina Torture Lady there in charge of it for a while, that was not good. Mm-mm. All right, CIA, we've been losing informants. I'm going to stay in this energy that long. Oof. Informants, okay. Get local people to help you around the world. You are the CIA. Four of Pentacles, basically paying people. They weren't protecting them. For what it's worth, it feels like they were relying too much on paying people and not enough on protecting them. Hello, tired kitten. You coming over here? Are you coming over here, sweetheart? Oh, there he is. The CIA has terrible energy, yes, but I don't think they were protecting people like they should have. That's what it feels like. It feels like they got lazy. And the U.S. has lots of money compared to many places in the world. Yes. Oh, the kid. No kitty bugs. And he's gone. That was Boo Boo. Daily Boo Boo's and kitty. Boo Boo like a ghost. Oh, he wants on the chair. Hang on. Like on the chair. There you go. There you go, yeah, they weren't protecting people like they should have. Pamela says, after all, 45 didn't feel the ambassadors were necessary either. People on the defensive who weren't being protected. Three of Cups. This feels like the ugly American, the American arrogance. Decisions in the middle of chaos. I think Trump's attitude became a little too widespread. An American exceptionalism. I'm not saying this was everybody, by any stretch, but I think there was a certain amount of just arrogance. So, and Boo Boo walks away from the chair. Exactly. So, okay. So we are at 126. All right, back to Trump. Mandated question, 126. And then I had some questions about Trump, 26. Actually, I had a question about Trump, and then I had a question about the kids. All right. I have this power is going to go to my head. Thank you, Foggy. Thank you, Foggy. 126.15. So is Trump bluffing about a run for 2024? Is it all, well, we know it's a lot about the money. But is it really about the money? Is he bluffing about a run? Ick. CC Ryder, resorting to ice cream therapy today, a large bowl. Could I have some? Does anybody have any non-dairy ice cream? I'm in. Ugh, this energy's terrible. Okay, there's definitely a fair amount of bluffing and trying to gin up people's emotions. Five of Wands, Queen of Swords, Nine of Cups, Fool card, Hermit. It's not going to go so well for him. He's been on the defensive. Law enforcement is so breathing down his neck. Democrats have power, which he, in theory, if he was actually a good politician or a vaguely decent human being, even the vaguest outlines of a decent human being, he could take advantage of for his own political future. But no. What feels good. He wants whatever feels good. Making money feels good. Accolades feel good. It's not going to work, though. Is it a bluff? I don't think it's a bluff, but it's whatever feels good. Ew. Okay. Diane, please scroll up. Read Diane. Sees coming. Okay. Diane. Yes, Aspie Third Eye. Hello. Far-right voters throwing their money into a black hole. Exactly. Boo Boo wants to make sure he has options. All real estate must be ready for occupancy. Yes. Oh, there's no happy medium with this today, is there? All right, leave it like that. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, JDS. I only do political readings here. Sorry. All right, 129.30. Haha. Trump's DC hotel. Trump's DC hotel. Okay, Trump said during his presidency the hotel made him $150 million, or it made $150 million. Well, here's the thing. The government owns the actual building and is leasing it to Trump. Therefore, there's been a congressional report that has just been released. So the numbers for the hotel, the real numbers, are that Trump lost he lost $70 million at that hotel. And if you watched Rachel Maddow, I think it was last night, she started out with what they're calling a martini at the DC hotel bar. I don't drink. Even I was like, what is that? Yeah, that is Holly, France. That hotel is bleeding money. Exactly. Oh my gosh. So, is Trump's financial demise going to come sooner than we think? Because that was the other thing. Trump was able to renegotiate the loan for that hotel while he was president. And Deutsche Bank said, sure, you can continue just paying the interest, and you don't have to start paying back the principal of the loan for 6 years. And that was in 2018. Really? So Deutsche Bank gave him, basically renegotiate a loan which saved him vast amounts of money. So Trump's financial demise, is it sooner than we think? Because it still does feel like get away with anything. While he was the emperor, he could get away with a lot, but he's not the emperor anymore. Yes, Dogsy, he only hires the best bartenders. 4 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, 8 of Wands. He's been hiding his financial situation. We know that. Allegedly, he's been lying about it. This is the family dynasty, the great Trump name, blah, 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 blah. But the information is pouring out, just pouring and pouring and pouring out. Just a steady little, it's not a flood, but just a steady stream of more and more financial information. And he's going to try to deflect, change the subject. So Trump's financial demise, I assume, is coming, considering he owes hundreds of millions of dollars. And banks don't want to touch him. Sterling Rose is saying, I retired 40 years of being a bartender. Do not watch Rachel Maddow from last night. You will be horrified by what they sold as a martini. 5 Pentacles, paupers. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, it's loans. Loans are how he's been able to look like he's doing what he's doing. This is work, but it's more robbing Peter to pay Paul. Hierophant, that is the government. King of Pentacles. Government finally looking at his finances, and that's his base of power. Well, it's the government that's coming for him. Whether that's Cy Vance or whether that's the IRS or says, Ivanka has a hard time breathing. Is she asthmatic? No, she has a fake voice. She puts on a fake breathy voice. That isn't how she talks. But she gets on camera, and I won't do the impersonation because it's upsetting. But Sterling Roses says, I'm not a drinker. I liked all that money in my bank account. Good for you. High Priestess, secrets. Lynn says, Jared gives me the creeps. Girl, he gives everyone the creeps. Ace of Swords. The truth is coming out about that the money, the vault, the bank money is empty. Where the money should be, there isn't any. And he's been getting basically influxes of money. Can you say alleged money laundering? Money laundering? Money from overseas. It's going to come out. We just need to wait. Talk says, cinema is driving me insane. Oh, join the club. It's a very large club. Okay. So my other question, 137. Well, with all this financial stuff coming out and New York State coming after them and whatnot, will the Trump kids be unable to continue living their wealthy, at least what looks like wealthy, lifestyle? Yes, entertainment only. Although if these are your beliefs, then you know that this isn't 100% accurate anyway. So these aren't your beliefs. It is entertainment. 137.30. Trump kids. Well, I think we're going to have to separate out the main three. They continue to be able to live their lifestyle. So let's look at Junior, Ivanka, and Eric. Sniffy Jr., you're going to continue. Oh my gosh, you've spent so much money on powdered donuts. Wow. There's I don't know if you guys ever listened to the 1975. There's one of their songs where he's talking about he became addicted to cocaine and he's trying to get off of it and going back and forth. I'm giving it up. I'm not giving it up. I'm giving it up. I'm not giving it up. You know, and he's fighting back and forth. And one of the verses, I said I liked it better without my money. I lied. It took a little while to recognize. Giving it up again. Mm-hmm. Ivanka. And forgettable. What's his name? Debsy. Sniffy Jr. To me, it's Sniffy Jr., it's Princess Precious, and Forgettable. Law enforcement is coming for you guys. All right, Sniffy Jr., to be able to keep up this lifestyle. Oh, it's a witch hunt, of course. It's a witch hunt. They're coming after us because the Democrats are they're not trying to get you, Spiff. They got you. They've got you coming and going. That's center of the reading for you. Forgettable. This is a good Forgettable, the youngest. Knight of Pentacles. Page of Wands and Justice. He's going to cooperate a little bit more, partially because of his wife, who, from all I can tell, is a rotten human being, but she has more common sense than the rest of them. She doesn't say much, Bar's kind of low, but it's there. Yeah, but he's still walking forward into a very dark legal area. Okay. All right, Princess Precious, you've got for now at least, you've got hubby's money to fall back on. So your lifestyle. Did you guys see Knives Out? The lifestyle guru. It's very flam. Yes, look at my stolen, allegedly stolen designs. And I don't even think it's allegedly. I think she actually was taken to court for stealing Italian shoe designs. And her completely useless book. Under the protection of Daddy. Look, I'm not against anybody, being close to their father, being a part of a family business. Good for you. Hey, you can get along with your family, more power to you. But in this case, one, it's creepy. And two, it's part of why she does the fake, innocent, helpless, blonde shtick. But you're going to have see, because for as long as I've been reading on her, I was getting that she's going to remarry someday, and it's going to be a much smaller deal, much smaller deal. Oh, the Star. Government, her family, and she's, for quite a while, she's going to be fine. But don't forget, she not only has all the stuff in New York, she has the Washington, D.C. inauguration fund investigations too. So we'll have to look at that in more detail. Did you lose me? Did I disappear? Oh, no. It's creepy, but Doxy's mom, please don't say stuff like that. That's beef. Diminished. Thief. She's a thief. I'm sorry. She is. She stole designs from an Italian designer. She wrote a book which was almost entirely quotes from other people, had no substance. And she's part of this family where they run 2 sets of books. Thief. Legal decisions she made, and they're coming for, political or not, they're coming for. They don't have if they can't use that sort of truth, then they don't have a case. I mean, the people who are coming for her, doesn't matter if it's political or not, if they have a legal case with evidence. But she's not going to understand that. Well, she's not going to accept that. Okay, 1:44. Oh my gosh, it's 2:00 already. I have been jibber-jabbing. Plus, I read on some extra stuff. 1:44:30. 1:44:30. PC Ryder was asking, is the GOP secretly worried about 45's corruption coming to light, further damaging the party? 3 on that. Is the GOP secretly worried about Trump's corruption coming to light? Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, I did do forgettable. He's going to cooperate more than the others, but see, judgment. Yes, they are really worried about 2022 and what is going to come out about what Trump did and what was going on around that, decisions that were made, theft. Yes, they're very worried. They want to minimize all this stuff that was done because the judgment that could rain down on their head, the electoral judgment that could rain down on their heads would keep them out of power for ages. They're worried. 146. Renee had a question. President Biden's presidency in the next 6 months. So we're in October. So October, November, December, January, February, March. So now until mid-March, will Biden have any major wins to celebrate in the next 6 months? Maybe just because I've been reading on it, but I'm feeling the January 6th committee. Because Biden starts looking better and better and better in comparison. Love Jalou says, I wonder if Trump knows how some people think of him. He doesn't care. Narcissism. He does not see real narcissists. They do not see other people as separate individuals with their own identities and their own wants and needs and what have. Everything is about what are they doing for him? What are they not doing for him? And how dare they not do things for him? That's narcissism. Oh, yes, Fox News. We'll have to read on them tomorrow. Biden's presidency in the next 6 months. Major wins. Yeah, I'm just getting, by comparison, he looks better and better and better and better. Magician, pulling rabbits out of the hat. Yeah. Wow. Vaccines and decency and allowing voting and 3 of Wands. It's the far right and what's coming back to them, what they did, what's coming back to them. He's temperate by comparison. It's glorious, clearing the air, getting some real truth going. So I think that's the main, well, that is the main energy. So anyway, well, it's after 2:00 and I have done all the readings. I got all the questions from you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'll have to talk about the January 17th thing tomorrow. I'll tell you about that. And yeah, we'll just go over the silly astrology stuff. We'll do that tomorrow too. All right, so we'll do this tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your day. At the Tone, it will, in Chicago, it will be 2:03 p.m. Ding. At 4 p.m., I will be over at the Book Art Media channel as usual. You're always welcome. Bring a creative project, doesn't matter what it is, and we just focus on our creative stuff for 25-minute blocks and just encourage each other in the 3 minutes between them. The world needs your creative energy, seriously, and it's good for you. It's good for your health. It's great stuff, all right? So come on and let me encourage you over on Book Art Media, links in the description. Other than that, I will be back here tomorrow. Have a wonderful, Sienna Rose is doing a live stream right now. It's her birthday. Well, I'll have to contact her. Happy birthday, Sienna. You are wonderful. All right. Talk to you guys later, 4:00 on Book Art Media, or I'll be right back here tomorrow. Thank you. See you tomorrow.